everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It doesn't get much better than this in the NFC North. It's Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears tackling Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Trubisky on first down. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Rodgers now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now Rodgers buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Spinning away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Trubisky. And, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And caught by Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
319!
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Lamar Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Lutz now to kick this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. They go to Johnson again. And he's got some space here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Johnson, and some room to work. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now.
The handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On 2nd down, Johnson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Let's go.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively. And in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Trubisky. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here's Trubisky. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that'll make it third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Here's Trubisky to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 57 yards. On first down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And it's complete. Henry. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and goal.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Johnson, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This one taken from the 7. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And this completes a Henry over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Trubisky shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
penalty. It's Johnson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Wright's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Langford fights off the defender. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's one drawback to running a toss play to the short side of the field. There's not enough room, really, for him to get to the edge.
And they wind up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 319. 319. Over.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Glennon. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Glennon. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Johnson going right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to run with Langford. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Toss. Here's Johnson. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Barth puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Over here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
319!
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nifty move. Got some real estate inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On third down, Rodgers toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a third and goal here. Rodgers again now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now let's go. Green.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. There he goes inside the 30. The left side throw complete to Adams. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Design run for their wideout. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa, and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Davis Webb, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.